Welcome. Good evening, good afternoon, good night, everyone. Welcome to the Punk Panda Corporate Update. I am T.W. Dawson, CCO of Punk Panda, and I am so excited for the first corporate meeting of the new year. This is going to be an amazing meeting. We have our CEO, we have our top advisor, Marcus. We have just all these updates coming to you guys right now. People are still coming in. We're over 150 people in this room right now. And what we're going to do right now is we're going to bring on the man himself, the guy. He has the mohawk like the pandas. He speaks elegantly with this Australian accent. Such a proper gentleman as he is. Marcus, come on, let's give us some updates and let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you, TW. That guy you were talking about couldn't make it, so I'm going to step in and take his place. So everybody, Happy New Year, first of all. I hope you had a safe and a great Christmas and New Year break. You connected with loved ones. And I have to tell you that there wasn't much break on our side. We powered right through and we did a lot of work. Some of it you can see, some of it you can't see. So we're going to get straight into this update. We've got a lot to share. And if you can mute yourself, that would be fantastic as well. So we're going to kick straight into it. The agenda for today is we're going to talk about the pre-sale, the PANCAKE listing, withdrawal rates of tokens, some security updates for the Panda farm, the PandaApp, the beta and 2.0 version, an update on Panda 11, and then we're going to share the entire Punk Panda ecosystem with you. So that's something we're excited to share with you. So the token pre-sale is pretty much done. We started October 29th at 10 cents. It's now at 89 cents. And we actually had a couple of large investors come in actually back probably a week ago now, which pretty much would have taken out the entire pre-sale. We decided to hold those funds rather than put them through the system. Otherwise, it would have pushed it through to $1, would have been done. And around Christmas and New Year, we wanted to give people a chance to at least withdraw some of their bonus wallet commissions if they want to. And you would have seen we put a 5% per day withdrawal limit on that. But if we look at some perspective as what's happened in the last 2 months, pretty much since the end of October, when we kicked off the pre-sale at 10 cents, Bitcoin was at $62,000 there. So people who put money into buying some Punk Panda tokens at the end of October at 10 cents, now it's gone 9 times its value. So that would have been like buying some Bitcoin at that same point, and then Bitcoin being worth 560,000 US dollars. So if you can mute yourself, that'd be fantastic. Thank you. As far as the Panda farm's concerned, there's around 77,000 registered accounts on the Panda farm. Not all of those are people who have purchased tokens, but I guess they've got an account there because they wanted to refer someone, they wanted to check the price, or they were getting set up for when we listed on PanCake. So this is what's really going to be top of mind for a lot of people over the next couple of weeks. We're preparing to list on PanCake. We're targeting the 2nd to 3rd week of January for the public listing on PanCake swap of the token at $1. We need to establish the liquidity pools there. We're going to put together a public Panda Blitz marketing campaign. So this is now going to start to go out to the public. And that messaging is really going to be about the token. It's not going to be about the app and the sports fantasy, because these are all things that are supporting the growth of the token. So we're going to be pushing this out from a marketing perspective. So people who are looking at crypto tokens are saying, okay, what is this token? What's their normal evaluation process? Make sure they have access to all of that information. And what's the business model that will potentially support this token to make it a good one for them to buy? All right, so just be really aware of that. We're going to provide some marketing material so our communities can get involved and start to post some of these things, whether it's on Instagram, whether it's on Twitter, whether it's on Facebook, or wherever if you're involved in certain crypto groups. We will give the contract address only after everything is all set up, ready to go, and we're ready to start actually taking buying, okay? We will produce a how to buy and how to sell video. So people who have access to tokens know how to go to PanCake and buy, or how to go on there and sell. Now, when we do list, we certainly cannot control the price, especially if speculators get involved. It really could go through the roof. I mean, the price could just go astronomical. We can't control that up. But what we can do is we can look at what we are doing already to support the price and support the token growth over time. All right. So I'm going to hand over to Albert, our CEO, because Albert was instrumental in putting together the tokenomics for the Punk Panda token. And he was also instrumental in looking at the 6 different things that we've already put in place to support and grow the token price over time. So Albert, do we have you on the call? If you can unmute yourself, please.
Yes, I am. Hey, listen, you know what the theme's going to be for the next 6 weeks? Help us, help you. Help us, help you. Because if you think about it, everybody that would want a token at a discounted price in our community, they're already in our community. So what we have to do, and we're going to do it very quickly, over the next 7 to 10 days, we're going to build up another market that will be very excited to go over and buy the tokens that are going to be supplied by you. So help us, help you. So when we go on this advertising blitz and these campaigns, please help us with, posting, reposting, retweeting, and just going out to everybody that you possibly can. Sorry about that. And then, so that'll make a world of difference if everybody pitched in, because 77,000 people sitting there on the farm. If 77,000 people just get one person to take a look at our website and everything, that's going to be fantastic. And as I said, as you know, there's 6 different things that we have done that we put in place to make sure that we can answer this question when somebody asks it. What are we doing to make sure the price stays steady or increases in value over time? And you know that we started with that on day 1 strategy by actually mining the token. So the only way tokens can come onto the market, because you know that everybody that bought on the pre-sale, ambassador founders, anybody like that, there's a very strict control on the release of the actual tokens. Okay, so we can handle that. And that's one of the reasons that we wanted to hurry, get Panda Play, which is the Panda 11, into effect, because as people are putting tokens on PanCAKE, Panda 11 should be in full gear by that time, going over and purchasing those tokens off of PanCAKE, bringing them back to Panda 11 for the sports fantasy people that want to actually, place their wagers on the sports fantasy teams that they put together there. So the 6 things that we've done is that we have the 48-hour rule, we have the 3% buyback. So no matter where our source of revenue comes in, such as Panda 11, if it creates $1,000 worth of revenue that day, $30 will be taken, and we'll go over to PanCAKE, purchase tokens, and they'll go into the buyback wallet. And the one thing that we know that we will do with this wallet, every 90 days, we will burn 10% of the tokens that are in there. In the future, it may be needed to resupply the market because it could get that bad, or we'll just keep taking them out, and giving them a burn. When we say burn, we're not talking about actually burning. It'd be more of a charity support or something that would go for a good cause. And the other things that we do is that we have the utility case uses, Panda 11, Panda Post, Panda Meet. As these things are rolled out, these are all case uses for people to take the token. Well, now they don't really have to go sell it because they have an actual use for it. One of the things that gives us our strength is that people are already using the products that we have. Billions of people around the world are using the products that we already have. We're just simply saying, by using ours, you have the military, you have the encryption, and you get paid for it every 30 minutes. And many of you have acquired many, many, many tokens over these 2 months. And that's exactly what we wanted. And so with everything that we're doing, controlling the price, and we're going to be able to support that price as it goes up and up, because the only way that any tokens can go into the market, and we've got the calculation on it, every single token that was pre-mined that can possibly come into the market, and the ones that are mined are entering at 2,100. And so taking those measurements is going to go a long ways and always supporting the price. And we're just trying to accomplish 2 simple things: low supply, high demand. So with that, let me turn it back over to you, and you can bring me back on a little bit later.
Fantastic, Albert. Thank you very much. So let's move on now to the token withdrawal rates. I know a lot of people have been asking about this, different aspects of this. So the way this is going to work is there's 2 categories of tokens. The first one is tokens that are sitting in staking wallets. So whether that's tokens that you have as stake tokens on the PunkPandaFarm, or whether it's tokens that are in the staking wallet on the PunkPanda app. Both of those will have exactly the same withdrawal rates, withdrawal options. So they'll be available after the pre-sale. Of course, the vesting schedule will follow the pre-sale vesting schedule, I should say, which basically means any tokens that you've got in your staking wallets will come available 30 days after listing. And on the second month after listing, you'll get access to 1% of your tokens, 2%, 3% on a month-by-month basis. And the reason we've done it this way is A, to make it simple, B, to make sure the rules are exactly the same, whether you've purchased tokens or whether you've earned tokens through sharing the app and using the app, exactly the same schedule for release on those tokens. Also, something to be important to note is that the PandaFarm monthly staking interest will end when the pre-sale ends. And those tokens on the PandaFarm that are in the staking wallet will start to be recognized by the smart contract. So they'll be receiving additional PPM tokens every 30 minutes, the same as the tokens are being rewarded in the Panda app for staking as well. So they're coming into alignment, no matter whether they're in the farm or in the app. If you're holding tokens, if they're staked, you'll get rewards every 30 minutes based on how many you're holding. The second category of tokens are tokens that you have sitting in your bonus wallet from commissions in PandaFarm, and that will be the same withdrawal rates which we announced last week. So 5% withdrawal per day, which you'll have access to those actually from now, and also once it's listed on PanCAKE. Minimum $50 withdrawal. Once we get listed on PanCAKE, if somebody has less than $50 sitting in their bonus wallet, we'll actually make a mechanism so somebody can submit a request to get that $50 or less than $50 out to sell, because of course, once the pre-sale is done, that amount is never going to be worth any more than $50. So with that, we've added some security updates. Someone's doing some drawing, and let me see if we can remove this. 1 second.
Yeah, so much for the security, huh?
Yeah, very funny.
Got people marking up our security files.
How do I, here we go, clear.
Yep. Yeah, and I just got off the phone to the text. It looks like it's going to be about 4 hours from now.
Okay, I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah, it looks like, are you unstable?
I think so. It looks like my my Wi-Fi might be dropping. Can you hear me okay, Albert?
Yeah, I can hear you now, but my Wi-Fi went kind of bad also.
Okay, all right. So let's keep moving forward. As far as the PunkPandaFarm, we've done some security updates in anticipation for the token listing, make sure everyone's assets are secured. So what you'll be able to do after this actual update, we're going to put a video which will cover these next few slides, but just we'll talk through it here as well. When you log into your back office, you can actually go down to click on account, and then on account, you can click update wallet address. Once you do that, you'll actually see this pop up, and it's going to prompt you to enter your smart chain wallet address. So make sure it's not just a BNB wallet. It needs to be BNB smart chain wallet address, whether that's on an exchange or whether it's in your Trust wallet or your MetaMask. So enter in your wallet address into here. Then you click on whitelist crypto address. This is important because it means that nobody can actually take funds out of your back office and send it to their own wallet. They'll only ever be able to go to whatever wallet is whitelisted, which will be yours. The reason it will be yours is that once you've whitelisted your wallet address, it's going to say enter your OTP. So a one-time PIN will be sent to your email, which is the email that's on file in your PunkPandaFarm address, which of course you've input that, it can't be changed. Once you've put the one-time PIN in that's come to your email, you'll click approve and add crypto wallet address, and it will come up saying your smart chain BNB wallet address added successfully. So once you've done that, you'll be able to place a withdrawal if you have money in your bonus wallets. Now, if somebody tries to do a withdrawal before whitelisting an address, this is what will come up: add your wallet address for withdrawal, and you have to go through the process that we just showed to whitelist an address with that one-time PIN coming to your email. So going forward, any account changes and withdrawals, it'll mean that if anyone's in there into your back office, they're trying to change your email, your phone number, or the whitelisted address, that can only occur by submitting a ticket via your back office. Now, if that ticket looks suspicious, a phone call will even be required to change those details as added security. Now, as far as withdrawal requests from the back office, they'll be released twice a day. So any pending withdrawals will sit there for up to 12 hours at the most, and they'll be released manually by our team. So twice a day, any withdrawal requests will be cleared. Now, PandaApp, this is pretty kind of exciting. The beta version we know has given us a number of challenges, but even despite that, we're now at over 260,000 users of the app. So at this pace, we're growing at 3,000 to 5,000 users a day. That would put us at 2 to 3 million users by the end of the year if we just continued our current pace. But we know things are going to ramp up. Even if those 260,000 users introduce 10 friends each in the next 30 days, we're at 2.6 million in the next 30 days. So we're growing fast. One thing we have let you down on and we're frustrated is the one-time PIN code for registering a new account. We wanted to have that switched over to an email verification, and we haven't achieved that yet. We still actually don't know whether we can achieve that in a timely manner. If it looks like it's going to be too long, we say, hey, you know what? We just persist with the current beta app and until we've got the Panda 2.0 coming in February. If we can get that done, we'll let you know it can be done and when it's done, okay? So the Panda app for the invite code, sending out a link so someone can join the app instead of the code, we'll advise you on that one as well, because those two items being email will be related. So one thing that's been improved and is working very well is the Panda PPM rewards for staking in the app and sharing the app, the Panda Pals. That's running smoothly. In fact, people have been earning some incredible PPM tokens from using and sharing the app. So we're going to show some of these here right now. You know, this is a gentleman from Nigeria, Patrick, 21,000 PPM tokens. He's built a team of over 40,000 people using and sharing the app. This guy is incredible. I never hear from him. He never complains. He gets on with his stuff. He creates groups for his messages to communicate, whether that's a Telegram group or multiple WhatsApp groups. He's just taking care of business. And I want to have a shout out to let Patrick know that our thoughts are with you, because his mum unfortunately passed away unexpectedly. So our thoughts are with you, and we're all sending you our Panda support. So then we've got a gentleman in the USA, 13,000 tokens in his wallet. We've got Mikhail from, he's actually in the US, but his group is dominantly into Russia, 27,000 PPM tokens. So we're probably our two biggest markets as far as users of the app are Russia and Africa at the moment. All right. Now we've got a couple of wallet holders, one out of Australia, 29,000, one out of India, 38,000 tokens. So think about this. What other business do you know of that you could take a free product or a free service and take it to people, and they can have a free product and a free service, and they can be using that to communicate, and they could have earned $38,000 US worth of rewards in 2 months? That to me is mind-blowing, and we are just getting started. Panda 11 update. They've been doing some test matches with the free tokens that are in there at the moment. If you want to jump over there and have a play with the Panda 11 app, that's fine. But until it's ready, until it's tested, until we've got PPM tokens in there and we know that it's easy to use, we're not going to be providing questions and support tutorials in the Telegram group, okay? So just let them do their thing. Let them onboard people from the sports fantasy community that are totally outside of the Panda community. Again, if you want to go over and play with it and sort of get used to it, that's cool. That's up to you. But don't come to us for support and ask 1,000 questions, because we're going to wait until it's done before we start promoting it through the group. Albert, do you want to add anything to the conversation around the Panda 11 at the moment?
Yes, I do. It's from now until next Monday, so about the next 6 days, it's just going to be free matches. If anybody wants to go participate in a free match, but there's really no reason that you need to. You're going to see on the next page is our ecosystem, and it's going to point out all these things that we have coming in the future. You're not going to go get involved in every single one of them, but you're going to clap as they're being developed, because they're going to use PPM tokens. And we're looking forward, the first live match where people will be taking PPM and actually placing it and having their sports fantasy team be in play that day will be on Monday. So we're looking very forward to that day. And as Marcus just said, it's amazing, 260,000 people with an app that hasn't worked. And it all comes down to this. We are touching a huge cross stream of people. We have the poverty czar of Liberia that wants to build this so he can give people rice so they can give him 1 ppm, because that 1 ppm at $1 can feed a family of 6. So we're touching people's lives there, all the way up to some of the biggest leaders in the world. So that's such a huge cross section, and everybody in between. And it comes down to, I joke with leaders all the time. I call them out on the webinars and I say, look, you have 20,000 tokens in your app right now. So you built a huge Panda Palace. Let me ask you a question. Which large package did you buy? Did you do the $1,000 package, the 10,000, the 20,000? How did you, because I mean, you've already made about $40,000 in 1 month. You know, what package did you start with? Give people advice. Well, I started with nothing. I spent nothing. Really? So you started with 0. And then all your leaders, what package did they do? What would you recommend to all their leaders? 0. I mean, as Marcus said, just let that thought sink in for a second. Where can somebody just pick up no money, go out and just start building an extremely lucrative business like this? I've never seen it. I've never seen the things that have happened here in the last 2 months. I've never seen them happen anywhere, where you have about 10 separate teams that have already built over 10,000 to 20,000 members in the first 6 to 8 weeks that they're involved. And Patrick, our heart really does go out to you, sir. I mean, it's such an unexpected. So we're Panda family. We're completely behind you, sir. With that, I'll turn it back to you, Marcus.
Thank you, Albert. So we've got our first NFTs that are going to be coming out the door this month, January. We're going to have Panda Profit and Panda Play will be the first ones that get auctioned off. So we'll keep you guys abreast of when that's happening, where it's happening, and how it's going. And this is the last thing I want to show you is the Panda ecosystem. This is quite exciting, and we're going to make this available. We're going to send this image into the Telegram group because I think it will help everybody to understand, you know, where different things fit within the ecosystem and how it all supports each other. So I'm going to talk through it, and then we'll close out the update. So we've got the PPM smart contract, and every 30 minutes it's delivering tokens into supply, right? At the moment, every 30 minutes, 2,100 tokens are getting delivered. And then after a year, we'll have a halving schedule, and then there'll only be 1,050 being delivered into circulation. So out of those 2,100 tokens, 15% is always going back to further development in the company, products, marketing, everything that needs to keep the business model moving forward. 23% are going to people in the Panda app, which is for people who are holding tokens for staking. 50% are also going to the Panda app, which is for the Panda Pals, rewarding people who are sharing the app with others, and it's monitoring their usage time, tracking down 12 levels who's using the app the most, all right? Then you've got the final 12% is coming down to the Panda Profit part of the business, which is the PunkPandaFarm, because we're going to have obviously DeFi opportunities, but also already there's staking there. And as mentioned before, those people who have tokens staked on PandaFarm, as soon as we list, those tokens will start to be recognized by the smart contract, and we're going to have 12% of the tokens going into PandaFarm every 30 minutes and being shared with those people who are holding tokens on the PandaFarm. Now, so the way to get tokens in this system is that you can go to an exchange. Once we're listed, you can buy them, or you can actually use and share the app, right? That's the only ways you can get tokens. You can use and share the app, or you can go buy them on an exchange. People can sell them. So they've got them in the app. They'll be able to sell them on a public exchange, starting with PANCAKE, or if they've got tokens in the PunkPandaFarm, they'll be able to sell them on an exchange. But there's actually many reasons and ways people will actually need PunkPanda tokens from a utility perspective. So the Panda app is our strategy for mass market acquisition. We already know we've got over 260,000 users of the apps. So as that app generates a massive global community and a huge database, we know that a percentage of that community will come down and use either a free or a paid version of our future products. Some of them will come down and use a paid version of Panda Post. Instead of using Dropbox and paying for that, they'll use the encrypted file sharing service we have called Panda Post. We know a percentage of the community will come down and they want to be involved in the PandaFarm for DeFi and staking opportunities. We know a percentage will want to use the video conferencing service, the Panda Vault. And we know a percentage will want to be involved in the Panda 11 sports fantasy. They'll want to play the Pass the Panda game. They'll want to buy items in the Panda store, or they'll want to be involved in the NFTs that we produce. So all of these things I've just mentioned, you can see green arrows coming off the exchange because somebody needs to go and buy those tokens before they can go and stake them on the Panda farm. Even with Panda 11, if we've got 1 million users over the next 120 days, we're going to have to make sure there's a float of PPM tokens inside the Panda 11 app. So when people come in with their Bitcoin, when they come in with their Ethereum, with their Tron, with their BNB, they need to convert them to PPM tokens because all of the matches will be 5 PPM tokens to participate in this match. 10 PPM tokens, 100 PPM tokens. There'll be different matches and different amounts of tokens they will need to participate in those different matches. If people want to use the paid version for Panda Vault, Panda Meet, Panda Post, they need PPM tokens. So this helps to show the whole ecosystem. And like Albert mentioned, just because we're releasing Panda Play, you don't have to run down there and go, oh, how do I use it? How do I get involved? How do I get an account? Oh, how do I make sure someone's not stealing my people? You don't have to worry about that. You stay up here doing what you're doing, using the app, sharing the app, earning tokens, because all of the revenue produced by Panda Play, Vault, Meet, Post, Profit, all of the revenue is pushing up and supporting the token price of all those PPM tokens that you're holding, that you either bought in the pre-sale or you earned from using and sharing the app. All right, so just understand it's an ecosystem like out there in the big wide world. If you're a duck, don't worry about how do I be a shark? Well, you're a duck, just be a duck, right? Or if you're a shark, be a shark. You know what? You don't just be who you are, do what you do, work out how you fit into the ecosystem. Because some people are going to come into Panda Play and for whatever reason, they might go, I don't want to use the app, you know, and that's cool. They're participating and contributing to the ecosystem and to the community in the way that suits them. So Albert, anything you want to add before I move past this slide and close out?
No, you did a beautiful job with it. In the next 2 days, we think we have a wallet that's picked out that we're going to recommend to everybody. So when you whitelist your address, I would wait about 4 or 5 hours. Wait till we announce it in Telegram because they're almost done with everything with the OTP. They're just doing some double checks right now. Probably within the next 4 hours, people can go into the withdrawal section and start whitelisting the address that's there. And in the next 2 days, we'll have a wallet that we think is remarkably simple and easy for everybody to use. And the big thing with that is you may know how to do everything and you may know how to do MetaMask and Trust Wallet and all that, but maybe you're going to have to spend a lot of time teaching all your people. And we think we have a wallet that just makes it so simple. It's just basically push and play. They already got the Binance Smart Chain loaded on their phone. Go over here, push and play, and they're already on PanCake connected, and you don't have to go through the Chrome or anything like that. So we'll update you that. We'll update you that in the next couple of days. Yeah. That's very important.
And even if you do whitelist an existing BNB Smart Chain address in your Trust Wallet, that's fine because you're obviously just going to be pulling tokens from wherever they are into your Trust Wallet, and then if once we get this update for this other wallet, you can always send them to there to be able to sell them or whatever you need to do.
Or you can import the actual wallet itself, the one that you have.
Perfect. So roadmap next 30 days. I mean, we're really ready to harvest. You know, this is kind of exciting. I know it's been challenging and frustrating through this pioneering phase, but as you can see earlier on, people are getting well rewarded for the actual frustrations they've gone through and using and sharing the app. So Panda Play, we've got the web base launched already, onboarding sports fantasy enthusiasts every single day. Android app and the iOS app will actually come this month, January. So once that kicks into play, once we have the iOS app, that's when our team has said, listen, from that point, 100 days, we'll have 1 million sports fantasy users onboarded into the Panda 11. Now, we'll also have our first Punk Panda NFTs will be sold this month in January. Obviously, we're listing our token this month. So our target, of course, that we had in the white paper, we're going to hit that. I know everyone's going to be excited. And probably one of also the biggest exciting things is PandaApp 2.0. We're actually ready to start testing that internally within our team and some key people in the next 10 days, around the 15th of January. And then it'll be ready to release in February. You're not sure whether it's the start of February, but once it's ready, all tested, that's when we're going to explode. I mean, because if we can just have an app that's something someone can download, no issues downloading it, they know instinctly how to use it, their contacts sync, that's when we go from 250,000 to 2.5 million to 25 million users really in the blink of an eye. We'll have unrestricted growth. And so I'm just saying, get yourself ready, get yourself set up. Don't panic about what we can do, what we can't do today, tomorrow. Don't have short-sighted thinking, all right? Because what we need to do is look at, where's this project going? What attracted you to it? Is this a long-term project? Do you think people in the future are going to want a safe, secure, private messaging app that pays them every 30 minutes for using it and sharing it? Because if you believe that, then the token price can only go up. As we get more and more and more users and we have more and more people buying and using the paid services, the token price has to go up. You know, it's unbelievable. So what I want to do is close out, say thank you. Albert, if any closing thoughts for you, and then we'll close out the update for today.
Yep. Just think about the numbers that he said. Just go look at the history of WhatsApp, Dropbox, Viper. What did they all have in common? It took them about 1 year to get to 1 million registrations, but that is the one thing they all had in common. Well, 4 years later, every one of them valued at least $18 billion or more. WhatsApp was actually sold to Facebook for 19 billion. They all had a freemium model. Our model is freemium. Almost all of our products, you can start off with free and then upgrade yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, none of them had a tokenomics. None of them shared the revenue with their actual community and stuff. And we are going to shatter this first year. We're going to shatter every number that they had in their first year. So just keep that in mind. And I've always told people, when you're looking at a crypto project, look at it and say, you know what, if I took the crypto out and I injected fiat, if I replace it with fiat, would this be a good business model? Ask yourself that question. Would this be a good business model if we took the crypto out and we just put US dollars in there instead? Yes, people would be getting paid US dollars every 30 minutes. It would be a fantastic business opportunity. The crypto just allows us so many more advantages, like Panda 11. Panda 11, not having to pay the tax there. Well, that means that when somebody wins on our system, our Punk Panda system, that means they get 33% more winnings to take home. Do you think that word is going to spread like wildfire over there? That's going to be the app that pays for those, all the sports fantasy people. So with that, I turn back to you.
All right, let's throw back to our hostess with the mostest, or host, I should say, not hostess, TW. And then I'd love to open up for everybody just to say good night and maybe just say from where you dialed in from. I loved hearing where everyone's from. So TW, any closing thoughts before we open up the mics for everybody? You're on mute, sir.
You're on mute.
Yes, I just want to thank you guys for an exciting update to corporate progress, and you guys have done exactly what you said you were going to do. You're going to work diligently and get this project done the right way. Have full disclosure to the community. If things don't happen the way you say they're going to happen, you're going to tell us, let us know what's going on. You've been true to your word, and I think everybody in the community should give the leadership a hand, just based on the hard work that they put in over the last 3 to 4 months, actually longer than that. But behind the scenes, these guys are working tremendously. I just think that everybody should just give these guys a hand. And what I want to say to the community is thank you guys again for your patience, for your understanding, for your commitment, for your hard work, your ambition, your motivation, and your excitement. Without that, we couldn't work as hard as we work. You guys drive us to work hard. Now, we got one thing that we need from you guys. In the next 10 days, we got to draw so many people from outside of this community to that listing. And the reason why is because, as Albert said, help us help you. The more people that see this outside of our community, the more value it brings to the tokens that you just earned over the last few months. So with that being said, guys, it's a gift. It's a gift from us to you, from you to us. We're all in this thing together as an ecosystem. As Marcus said, some parts we won't participate in, but this part you can participate in. You can get the word out outside of this community about our listing and be a big part of your investment that you put your blood, sweat, and tears in over the last few months to skyrocket and see tremendous returns to come. So with that being said, we're gonna do is unmute everybody and just say good night. And thank you guys. Punk Panda out.
Good night, guys. Thank you. Thank you very much. Good night.
Thank you so much.
Good night, good
Good
night,
night,
good night.
everyone.
Thank you.
Good night, everyone.
everyone.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks from Melbourne.
Thanks,
on.
everyone.
Yeah.
Oh,
See you on
Good
top.
night.
Adios,
Thank you.
amigos.
Thank you.
Good night, everybody. Thank you.
Adios, amigos.
Good night.
Mas Nur, good night.
Everyone.
Good
Amigos,
night.
adios.
Good
night.
Good night, everybody.
Thank you, guys.
More
Next time.
Wow.
Boo.
Good night, everybody.
Good
Ole.
night.
Richard. Yeah.
Magandang gabi.
All right.
Good night, everybody.
Good afternoon and good on you.
And thank you for your time. Thank you. We appreciate it.